Bruce gonna make me crip walk in here. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I was about to be like, what? Crip money. You know, get money. What? I was about to crip walk. Okay. Goodness. You are here. You are here. Okay. Welcome to Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. It's all about getting money, getting that money, because it ain't fun. It's about making money, getting money, keeping money, protecting money, growing money, understanding what to do with what? Your money. Welcome to Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. I am so happy to be here. Another week, thank God, another week. And we had a fabulous weekend. And I hope you had a fabulous weekend. And I see, listen, I can hear you. I know we're good to go. So, we're making it happen. We're making it happen, guys. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And that was such an awesome intro from my good friend, my best friend, my husband, Mr. Bruce Davis. So, guys, listen, I'm very, very excited to be here. Grab pen, grab paper, because we're going to have a conversation. Not really want to do it in such a teachery mode, but really just have a conversation about what's about to happen now. I want to know from you, are you prepared for what's about to happen? And what do I mean by that? What is about to happen? Well, we're going to get into it in just a minute. Go ahead, grab pen, grab paper while I take a sip of this water right here. So good. Are you hydrating? Make sure you are. We're going to talk about, let's give it about 30 seconds. Ronique said, babe, she liked that. Get money, get money. I know, Ronique, listen, I was about to crip walk. Y'all don't know nothing about that. I was about to quit. Now all they know is about this stuff right here, babe. That's all they know. I'm telling you, either one, I was going to do it in just a minute. I was like, Bruce, better turn that intro out. For real. So yeah, I like it too. We're going to go ahead and get started, guys. I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is Money Madness. Go ahead and do yourself a flavor and do me a favor. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Go ahead and let everybody know that we are live right now in the studio at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're live right now, and we're live every Monday for Money Madness. And I'll tell you about our other show before we end. But let's just go ahead, guys, and get into it. I asked you a question. I sent out a newsletter to everybody. Everybody get my newsletter. You're subscribed. You get it. And I asked the question, are you ready for what's about to go down? Now, I'm not going to get into a bunch of spookiness. I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories. I'm not getting ready to get into any of that. Right now in Georgia, I would say less than an hour ago, our governor has made the announcement that we're getting ready to open up. And I believe he said nail salons, hair salons, restaurants, movie theaters. I think they will be open on Friday. And then Monday, I can't seem to remember what he said was going to be open. If you know, go ahead and drop the comment below. Help your sister out of what he says is going to open on Monday. And so we're getting ready to slowly but surely open up the economy. And guys, first of all, I got so much to talk about today. And when I have so much to talk about, I normally write it down so I can stay on track. But hopefully I'll stay on track, and whatever happens, just happen. You're flowing, you live with me. Whatever happens, just happen. That's what we do. Listen, last week, I think I told you guys that like last Thursday or Friday, my phone started blowing up like 7:30 in the morning about the stimulus check. Where was it going? When would they get it? Which, I don't know. Yes, I'm an ex-IRS auditor. Yes, I have a tax and financial practice. And thank God after this year, we'll just be doing tax consulting with our tax and financial practice, tax consulting, debt eradication with that, and business consulting with that. We will not be doing tax preparation ever again. Thank the Lord. Hallelujah. Because I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. So anyway, but we will help you settle your tax debt if you owe over 10K. That's what our tax and financial company. Of course, we have our Level Up coaching platform, which is where we do our mentorship and our coaching. We have TWC University, which is a true learn and earn platform that you're able to log in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and get education and training, which you absolutely positively need. If you were looking for a stimulus check, you absolutely positively need to be logging into twcuniversity.com and learning how to get money, how to grow money, how to keep money, how to create multiple streams of income so you're not depending on the government or your children or somebody else to take care of you. So I was getting all these phone calls. Okay, so she said restaurants and theaters on Monday. Thank you. Restaurants and theaters on Monday. I'm going to go back to the phone calls in a minute. And if I'm clear, nail salons and hair salons Friday, gyms Friday, right? We're introducing that. That's what they said here in Georgia. I don't know what's going on in your city, your town. If you want to drop a comment below, let me know what's going on. But slowly they're opening up the economy. Now, a lot of people have hit me up because I coach and mentor a lot of people. I've been doing 15-minute consults all day today. And people calling about their business and everything. But then they slowly call in there and be like, so when they open up, are you going to go out and all this other stuff? We'll talk about that maybe on Gene Marlo Davis show, but not on Money Madness. So anyway, we'll talk about that on Thursday maybe, right? On the Gene Marlo Davis show at 7 p.m. Join me there. We'll talk about that stuff. But while we're talking about money, I want to ask you, are you prepared? Because last week I got all these phone calls about a stimulus check. Now people are hitting me up this week who did not get a stimulus check. And they're asking, do you think they're still going to do a stimulus? Do you think they're still going to do $2,000 a month if we qualify? Well, riddle me this, Batman. If you think that they open up and they're going to give you $2,000 a month when they open up, I got some land in Alaska for you for sale. It's a good deal. It's a damn good deal. If you think, Bruce, you think they're going to give you $2,000 a month when they open up the economy? See, guys, oh God, let me take a sip. Bruce, you might have to make me some coffee on this one. Jesus. So somebody called me and they was talking about the stimulus and talking about this, that, and the other. And I said, I don't know, because I don't qualify for it. I don't qualify for the stimulus. And I didn't say that to brag or boast, but it's the God's honest truth. I made a promise to myself. I was not going to be dependent upon the government. I'm going to go out here and make it happen for me and mine. And so I make too much money to qualify for a stimulus check. I don't say it to brag or boast, but I say it because I refuse to be depending on the government for any of that. You understand what I'm saying? People still waiting for unemployment. Some people still waiting for stimulus check. Some people still waiting for the taxes. Some people still waiting for the SBA to do something. Some people still waiting. Are you still waiting? And if you are waiting, why? Why are you still waiting? Why, after all these years of you being on this planet, working a job, doing what you do, have you ever prepared yourself to say, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. I want to make sure that if anything happens, if my job goes away, I can still have money and my money make me money. And I want you to write down these 4 letters and we're going to dive into it in a minute. And we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. I might go over a little bit. Okay. Ronique, thank you. This is my side reporter. Let's go to the field. Ronique Gamble, as she take us, she's in the streets right now. Ronique said fitness centers, nail salons, barbershops, and hair salons on Friday. Thank you. Thank you, Ronique. Our street reporter. They're opening up on Friday, and then restaurants and theaters on Monday. Okay, so I crack a lot of jokes, but it's not really funny if you don't have no money. Money. Okay, get money. You heard what it said in the beginning. So people were calling me about this stimulus. And the day is 420, for those who know what that day means. And I definitely wanted to go meet my children for 420. I really did, after getting all those 4 phone calls. But 420, those, what 420, if you don't look it up, who birthday that is and what they do on that birthday. And they damn near drove me to do it, because people are calling about a stimulus check that they haven't got yet. And then people are calling me asking, Jean. Now my other clients, they know not to call me with that, because they're afraid that I'm gonna do a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with them, and they're afraid that I'm gonna ask them some serious questions. Especially if they attend my workshop, especially if they've been to my boot camps, especially if I did a one-on-one counseling with them. They dare not and will not, and wouldn't even pick up a phone and even call me with a question like that. But other people who may have watched this show or really haven't really dived in, but have heard me on the radio and things of that nature, haven't got a one-on-one yet. They will. They called me with that question. And what I want to do, as the children say, I want to one up on your question. And I want to ask you, are you prepared? No, let's back that up. We'll do that in the next few minutes. But let me ask you this question. What did this lockdown teach you with COVID-19? It could have been anything, but what did this lockdown teach you about yourself? Did you do what I asked you to do? Did you do what I asked you to do last Monday? Did you look at your bank account, and was your bank account laughing? Or did you not see any digits in there? Did you look at your assets? And if you say, Jean, what assets? Then okay, we understand. Did you look at where you are? Like I told you, if you go to a mall, you're trying to get to Macy's on the second floor, and you're downstairs. Did you look at the red dot of your economics, your profit and loss sheet, your financial statement? Did you look and see, where are you? And then another one up on that one would be, where do you want to go? See, people are playing games. And guys, oh my God. Ronique said, coming to you live. That's right. We're going to Skype you in next time, Ronique. People are playing games, guys. And it makes me so, so sad. Every time I talk to people and, they start talking about the stimulus check. They start talking about money over here, money over there, here money, there money. But they're not talking about creating money. They're talking about getting money. And I want to ask you on this show, what have you learned? What have you learned? And are you prepared for what's about to happen? Because with every crisis, I said this before, it's always someone walking in increase. And damn it, why that can't be you? Why you can't be walking in increase? Why you can't be the stimulus to the economy instead of expecting the economy to stimulate you? Why you can't do it? Why you're waiting like, coffee, sir? Please, sir? Food, sir? Why you, stimulus, sir? Why are you waiting on that? And I say it to be funny, but I'm damn for real. Why are you sitting up here waiting for someone to give you a check when you can go? So many things. I have done it. And see, that's the reason why I am the type of coach and mentor that I am, that I don't play with my clients. My clients know I don't. They know that I go the extra damn mile for them. They know that. Sometimes they call me and the consultation is over and I'm still giving advice because I believe in them and I know that they're serious. And when I see they're serious, I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to go to bat for them because their testimony adds to what we're doing, to our repertoire. We collect testimonies. We tell the stories of lives. What? Transform. That's what we do. We tell the stories of lives transform. And there's nothing, somebody else would talk to me. They'd probably be like, oh, she bougie. She bougie, Bruce. She stuck up. Oh, she thinks she's better. Ma'am, sir, no, it's not. Grandma said it. Did she not tell us not to put all our eggs in one basket? Please, If you've heard this and you're on here, say, Gene, I heard it too. Have you ever heard that before, Bruce?
Sure have.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yep.
What does that mean? Not for you to depend solely on one thing.
And you also don't fish from one side of the boat.
And you don't fish from one side of the boat, Bruce says. We learned that. Jesus had to teach Peter how to really fish. Anyway, that's another story. But and that's for a Thursday conversation. But I just want to ask you, what have that taught you? What have that taught you? Because I wasn't looking for a stimulus. I even said this, why the economy was down. I think it got up to like 7,000-8,000 that we made in 1 week from one of our products. We have several products and services out there. We have an online university. We have a coaching and mentor platform. We have a tax and financial platform. We got several different platforms, guys, that we have ads and things that we do on a daily basis. We're getting ready to hire a sales team. I'm so happy to get a sales team. Let me just tell you, it's a beautiful thing, because my mentors, and I go all the way back to when I was in a company called Max's 2000, and now that company is called My Econ. I go all the way back to that company where Avon, Curry, and Ivy Stokes, if y'all listening, what's up though, taught me about business even more than what I learned when I went to college and got a degree for business management. I understood taxes because I worked for the Internal Revenue Service for years, and I noticed the poor and middle class paid majority of all the taxes, while wealthy people paid little to no taxes at all. So when I did leave the Internal Revenue Service, I did discover the reason why there's two tax codes: personal versus commercial, job versus business. Job, you lose a third of your income to taxes. Business, I'm writing off everything. I'm writing off lights, gas, water, car note, insurance, mileage, meals, entertainment, travel, cell phone, internet. I'm writing all this stuff off. So you're paying more in taxes, and I, on the other hand, are paying less legally, ethically, and morally, I might add, and compliments of the IRS. Why? Because small business owners, you know what we do? We stimulate the economy. That's the reason why we get the write-offs. While people on this side, meaning working a job, they're saying, when am I get that stimulus check? Can I get that stimulus, sir? A little check, sir? What in the world are you going to do with $1,200, $2,400 anyway? I mean, by the time you get it, it's gone. But what about the next month and the next month and the next month? I want to know, are you prepared for what's about to happen? Because here, let me get into what's about to happen. And I've been saying this, and I told my children, I said, see, I told you. I had a conversation with my kids, and I said, let me just tell you something, because I'm a businesswoman. I'm a mother, I'm all those things. I'm a wife, I'm a grandma, all these beautiful things. But I'm a businesswoman. I play chess. And, you know, I like to say that God be downloading stuff to me, and I be seeing into the future. I told everybody that the economy was going to open in a couple of weeks. Did I not say that, Bruce?
Sure did.
I said it's going to open in a couple of weeks because the government is not. If you think they're going to send you $2,000 a week, come on now. I said, that ain't happening. No. Some people still ain't even got the 1,200, went to the third party. That's another conversation. We was talking about that last Monday. But anyway, I said they're going to open it up because they need the economy to boom. And then I was telling people, I said, are you prepared for what's about to happen? What's about to happen? Think about this, guys. You have property that's been sitting for a while. Real estate agents, they call it inventory. Inventory that's been sitting, where they have built and it's just been sitting for weeks on end. You have cars on car lots that's been sitting. They call that inventory as well. Okay. Not making, if no car is sold, no money is made. No house is sold, no money is made. Okay. So restaurants sitting. Okay, hair salon sitting, nail sitting, everybody's sitting. So what are they waiting for? They're waiting for the economy to open. Why? So they can make money. Why? So we can stimulate the economy. Why? So you can eat at night. So I said, what's about to happen? And it's so I always have these conversations. Guys, you really need to make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. Just go to twcuniversity.com, twcuniversity.com, and simply by putting your name and email in there, you'll automatically subscribe. And then if you want to register and register for the program, you can just go ahead and select which experience you want to have. But I was having this conversation with my kids, and I was like, because I teach them, majority of the children are business owners. They understand. And I am the one that's not. I'm like, you better understand, you don't become a business owner, you become a damn investor. And I'm telling them that because you cannot depend on a job by itself. A job is a stepping stone. It's not the come all be all. It is leverage. If you have a job, praise the Lord, but don't sit up here and let this happen again and you looking for stimulus. It happened in 2008, right? 2020, clear and perfect vision, y'all said. It's going to happen again. It is. Okay, so that's another story. But anyway, I said, inventory sitting on Facebook while others are posting pictures and liking pics and trolling and putting little memes out. I'm looking at the people. I'm watching the conversations. The conversations out there, people are asking, what are you going to do when they open the economy? They're not asking me, just different people posting on Facebook posts. What are you going to do when they open the economy? Oh, I'm going to go to my favorite restaurant. Oh, I'm going to travel here. I'm going to travel there. I'm going to go here. I'm going to buy me a brand new car. Oh, I'm going to go buy me a TV. Oh, I'm going to, Are you ready for what's about to happen? See, I talked to a lot of you guys before, and I told you, if you don't have www in front of your name and .com after your name, you're going to be out of business. A lot of business owners discovered it, that because they were not .com, they were .gone. You understand what I'm saying? They were .gone, out of business. Because you have to understand that more and more people are going away from brick and mortar to click and order. So many stores are shutting down. So many businesses are going out of business because of that overhead that was very, very high. People not being able to come in and not getting the foot traffic. So therefore, oh my God, I'm not making no money. But those who are wise, those who have been counseled, mentored, and coached from people like myself, they were online. They have products and services that you can go online. My daughter said, Mom, I got to do me some print demand. I said, you better do it. You better do it. You better get you a website that people can access, that people can pay you regardless of them seeing you or not. That's called residual. Do something one time, continue to get paid. I'm going to tell you about the 4 letters in just a minute. But what I want to tell you is this. A lot of people who are prepared, they're about to have the booming system. And that system is the bank account. Because they understand people are going to travel. So those who are involved in the travel industry, they're about to make hellified money. Those who have property like Airbnb, doing Airbnb rentals and things of that nature, they're about to make money. Those who are in the car industry, listen to this. Those who like sell, I'm not talking about you who going up the street buying. No, those who are in the business of getting cars, and I'm talking about dealers. They're about to be walking in the money because they're about to get these cars dirtcheap.com. How do I know? Let me tell you something. A friend of mine's, and I don't have to mention her name, she shared with me that she's buying an RV. Listen to this. The RV is $50,000. 2019 RV. They sold it. They selling it to her for $30,000, Bruce.
20 grand.
20 grand off. Let me take a sip on that right there. 20. Listen, y'all don't want to listen though. Y'all just think I'm on here to entertain and crack up and laugh. No, my family, my family, and if you're connected to me and you ain't sat down and said, Gene, look, I need to talk to you, that's shame on you, because my family, they're not going to be struggling by no finances. No, because I'm making sure if they struggling, it's because they want to. But they're not going to, if they do exactly what we share with them to do, they'll never have to worry about money again, because we're sharing with them what they need to invest in, what they need to get ahead of, because we already knew. I play chess. I look at things. I read things. I study. I study economy. I study people reaction. I study polls, and I see what's going on. It don't take a rocket science to understand that if they kept us locked down anymore, there was going to be riots in the street, and then there might be something called martial law. Because people like, okay, I saw something crazy on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it, Bruce. Somebody said it is our God-given right to get sick and die. I said, what? That they had signs. They were protesting, and they said it was their God-given right to be sick and die. People rather be sick and die than to be locked in. What does that tell you? We have become a society of consumers, consuming up everything, saving not a damn thing, not investing in anything, but looking for a stimulus. What kind of good? I need a drink, Bruce. This ain't working. This ain't working. Goodness, I gotta take a sip. Hold on. So I ask you, what have you learned about this lockdown? I had this financial statement right here, still here. This income statement, I had it here, and I ask you to list all your income sources. Okay? I ask you to, people calling, I can't answer right now. I ask you to list all your expenses. I ask you to look at your cash flow. Passive. Do you have passive? Mean that you're not punching the clock. You're not trading time for dollars. If you're trading time for dollars, that's not passive. That's more like a job or self-employed. Okay? Then I said total income, total expenses. If your passive income is higher than your expenses, you're out of the rat race. You're not working from paycheck to paycheck, or better yet, paycheck to cash it, because it's already gone. Okay? Balance sheet, listen your assets, looking at your liabilities. Did you do that? I told you to do it, and I told you to grade yourself, and I told you to be honest with yourself. Are you prepared to stimulate your own economy? Are you prepared to give your own self an economic stimulus? Not one time, not two times, not 6 months, but for the rest of your life. Are you prepared? See, winners create a condition in their mind to win. And winners also say, you know what? If I'm in a bad, let's say that you were one looking for the stimulus check. Something should have happened within you that said, never again, by God's grace, when I draw breath, if he allow me to breathe healthy lungs through this COVID-19, and I stay healthy and strong, God, never again will I allow myself to be in this situation again. I'm going to take whatever class, whatever workshop, whatever webinar, whatever. I'm going to take that economic stimulus that I'm going to get. And no, sir, I'm not going to go get the hair and nails done right away, because I know you're going to get it done. No, sir. I'm going to take some of that money, and I'm going to sign up in a course. I'm going to take a course. I'm going to sign up for TWC University. Guess what? I'm going to take that free course to learn how I can make 6 figures with Airbnb without owning one property. I'm going to drop those links in a little bit, but I'm going to register for somebody's course, because you know, a lot of people now, they say, we're social distancing. I don't have to be in a hotel. I could do a Zoom webinar and give people all the information. They could be in a conference or their home in pajamas if they want to. More and more people are thinking of creative ways. And so what you got to do, guys, you can't be like a cork in the water, wanderly drifting on. You have to know where you want to go. You have to acknowledge where you are. I ask you, are you prepared for the financial wave that's about to happen? Trust me, while you're straining at a gnat looking at everybody that's losing money, which is a distraction, by the way, there's others that are making millions, even billions, in this crisis. Am I right? Am I right, Bruce?
You are.
There's others that are making millions and billions and planning your future because you do not qualify economically to sit at the table to make any decisions. Now, how does that make you feel? And if you feel some way about it, then I want to ask yourself, what are you going to do about it? Let me tell you something. There was 4 letters that my mentor gave me years ago. They said, Jean, in order to create wealth, you have to set yourself up on the BAR system. And they said, BAR. So what is that? He said, well, B, write it down. B stand for business ownership. He said, when you go into business legally, ethically, and morally, which I knew this because I was an ex-IRS auditor, worked for the IRS for years. When you go into business for yourself with the intent to make money, now you qualify for over 400 tax deductions, but you go in business, number one, to build wealth for yourself, not by yourself. Because when you're in business, you're making money off of the next thing, A, asset leveraging. You're leveraging other people's skills, talents, ability, know-how, time, energy, money. So business owners are able to leverage other people, right? And so therefore they're not self-employed. Self-employed, you're doing all the work. You don't have no systems working for you. You don't have nobody working for you. It's you doing everything. And if you get sick, your money gets sick. Okay. And it's a terrible insurance plan as self-employed because a lot of people are not insured when they're self-employed. Insurance agents need to be really hitting up self-employed business owners. Okay. If you're an insurance agent, that's what you need to really be doing. Okay. So business ownership, A, asset leveraging. I jumped and told you that. Being able to leverage other people's skills, talents, abilities, know-how, time, energy, and money. Somebody out there can do what you're doing better than what you're doing, have more strategic ways of doing it, more high-tech ways of doing it, things that you may not. You're old school, they're new school, and they're showing you how you can do it in record time. You got to be able to leverage other people. You got to be able to leverage people even smarter than you. You know, the who's the smart one? You doing all the work, or you leveraging someone who can do all the work? Okay, these are the things that you got to ask yourself. Then he said royalties and residual. Royalties and residual simply means that you do something one time and you continue to get paid off of it. What can I do one time? I can write a book one time and get paid off of it. I can create a webinar one time and I can have, look, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and if she listening, she know who she is. And we was talking about books and we was talking about webinars and things of that nature. And I said to her, if I do a webinar one time and I set it up with a system, it becomes an auto webinar, right? And imagine if I have 1,000 people watching a paid 4-week, 2-week, whatever course, and 1,000 people paying $3,000. So that's 1,000 times 3. How much is that, Bruce?
So what?
1,000 times 3. That's about what? 3 million?
You mean 300?
No, 1,000 times 3 is not 300. 1,000 times 3, that's 3 million. Check the math for me, y'all. Check the math. I'm good with math. Let me see right now.
1,000 times 3,000?
Yeah, 3,000. Yeah, that's 3 mil, right? So with $3 million, 1,000 people registered for a webinar in one day. It's possible for me to make $3 million in one day. What happens if I get another 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000? But I did the webinar one time. I continuously got paid. That's a little hint, clue for somebody who get it on the ride back to your sofa. Okay, so
we can teach you how to do it.
We can teach you how to do it. But anyway, I was telling her about that, and I was talking about what we got to do is start thinking of clever ways. See, I went to the conference when I heard this young guy talk about he, not Batman, not Robin, not the IRS, not SBA, not the government, not your governor. He created his own products. He created small ticket items, middle ticket items, large ticket items. He created from the talents and skills that he have that other people wanted to know about. He created courses and how he was making millions of dollars monthly. I heard it loud. I wrote it down. That was a hint, clue for me. So I decided myself, hey, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. I'm going to create the same thing. I'm going to create products about taxes, finances, wealth creation, debt eradication, investing, real estate, personal development, leadership, mentorship, coaching, all these things. I'm going to create small ticket items, medium ticket items, large ticket items, and people register for it and people buy it. And I'm going to perfect it. I'm going to scale it up. I'm going to get other people who are more skilled than me, more talented than me, who know how to work at Instagram, who know about keywords, who know about how to scale something up, who know about auto integration, all these different things that maybe myself, I don't want to learn or do not have the desire to learn, but I can leverage other people. You understand? So that's the game. And if you continue to just see, here's another thing that I tell people all the time. When you're working just a job by yourself, you're too busy doing this. You're never looking up. You're too busy in what it is that they have you doing to even look up to see, hey, look, I need to do something different for myself. I need to put myself in a situation where I can win. Yes, I got this job. I'm grateful for this job. I've been on this job 15, 20 years. And when you do retire, they're going to give you a pat on the back, dad a girl, dad a boy, and maybe a little watch or a little certificate at Walmart. And say, thank you for your service. So if you're in a situation where you look at, I'm not where I want to be financially. Like I always talk to my kids because, they just like their mom. They just like me and Bruce. They just like, I refuse, Mom, to be broke. I refuse to be begging people for money. I refuse to be worrying about if I'm going to get an economic student. I refuse. I say, well, what you're going to do about it? Because instead of watching Netflix all damn day or just doing something that you don't want to do, you need to be looking right now. Because guess what? A pretty good indicator of the future is looking at what has happened in the past. And if we don't learn from the lessons of the past, we're doomed to repeat it in the future. So I ask you right now, are you prepared for what's about to come? Are you a part of the economic boom? Have you positioned yourself that you can be prepared, that you can make money in your sleep like we have positioned ourselves for our family? If not, what I want to do, Bruce, put our number up there, 678-457-9493. Bruce have TWC University. You could go there and you can register. Also on that, if you go to twcuniversity.com, you could click on a link and schedule a 15-minute consult with us. We're wealth creators. Our goal is to help you to lower your taxes, increase your finances, build generational wealth so you can live the type of lifestyle you want to live regardless of going to work. It should make you sick as hell to be worrying about a stimulus. I remember I told my daughter this. We was talking about this yesterday. A few years ago, maybe a couple of decades ago, I was in one of the worst shapes of my life financially. I was abandoned with 4 little kids, single mom, struggling like hell to make ends meet, just in a bad situation. Didn't know my head from my tail, didn't know what I was going to do, how I was going to make it. Yeah, I had my little fancy degree. Yeah, I was working a job, but I was struggling like hell. The little money that I was making, it just wasn't enough. And I was like, God, I know, I know what I got to do. I got to go in business for myself. That's what I kept telling myself. I got to go into business for myself because somebody else, while I'm working a job, they're dictating how much I'm going to get paid. But when I'm in business for myself, I can dictate how much money I want to earn. I can learn a new craft. I can learn a new skill. I can learn how to leverage my talents, my skills, my ability. I can create. I have an imagination. I can do this if I go into business for myself. And I recognized where I was. I was in a bad place. And I know it was only by the grace and mercy of God that I made it. But also, too, I want to pat myself on the shoulder because I got up. I got off my ass. I did not depend on no man. I was not looking for Captain Save or you know who. You know, one said, because Jesus saved, so I didn't need nobody else to save. And I said, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to create a business. I started my own company at 30 years old, 19 years ago, guys. Started my own business. I was able by God's grace. So we were able, by God's grace, I was able to walk off my job with nothing more than the next paycheck coming, still a single mom, still unsure. But I said, this is where I'm going to sink or swim. I'm going to sink or swim. And I made a conscious decision that I was not going to struggle. I was not going to be worrying about money. I was not going to be sitting up here looking for economic stimulus. I didn't look for the crap. Because I know the IRS would have looked at me like, you don't lost your mind. So, you know, so I didn't look for it. Bruce didn't look for it. Anyway, we qualified. But I did that, and I struggled, and I failed over and over and over again. So many times to the point where I got upset and I was like, God, come on. Are you here? Like, God, is the mic on? Are you listening? What is it going to take for me to make it? God, I'm striving. I was a single mom with 4 kids trying to make the end meet, you know, put them in a house, a beautiful home, making sure they didn't grow up in some rough areas, making sure that they had the best schools, making sure they could get the best education, making sure that they didn't see crack pipes on the street, gunshots out there in the street. I didn't want my children to see that. So I did what was necessary in order for them not to see it. And I continue to do what's necessary to show them that if their mom can do it, if Bruce can do it, what is your freaking excuse? I tell my children all the time, I don't accept excuses. Excuses are nothing more than a well-dressed lie. That's all it is. And if you're making an excuse, you're doing nothing but covering up what you know you need to do, what you need to be honest and tell yourself, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of doing something new. I'm afraid of going out there and failing. And that I can deal with that. When I coach my students and they tell me I'm afraid, Gene, all right. There we go. This is where you are. Now let me help you get to where you want to be. See, that's what I can deal with. But when you come up with a bunch of excuses, let me talk to my husband. Let me talk to my wife. I got to pray on it. well, you know damn well you're barely praying now. You praying for that stimulus check, though. That's what you're doing. Lord, please let it come, Jesus, in the Father's name. You know, he don't heard you more in the last 2 weeks than he ever heard from you. So, y'all still here, huh? Okay, good. So, when I was struggling, I made a promise to myself I would never be here again. God bless me. It'll be May the 30th this year, 5 years. I'll celebrate my 5th anniversary being married to Bruce. And I've said this before, but those who never met me before, I remember it was the day of our wedding. My husband said to me, baby, if you never want, because, you know, I haven't worked a job in 19 years. We own businesses. But he told me, you know what, babe? If you just want to write books, if you just want to speak every now and again, you never have to do any of that stuff, right? And I told my husband, Mr. Bruce Davis, the love of my life, I said to him, I said, you know, when I was in my 20s, that was something I dreamed of, a man telling me that, even in my 30s. But brother, you got me in my 40s. And what has happened is I kind of sat down on a bench and I took out these shoes and I laced them and they had to check on the side. And it said, just do it. And I said, that's what I'm doing right now, brother. I'm just doing it. I said, you continue to take care of the living. I'm going to take care of the lifestyle, because together we're going to make a massive explosion, because there's a lot of people out there we got to impact. A lot of people we got to help set free. And me just sitting down on my hands, that's not going to work. And so, guys, that's the reason why we are going to work. We are working like a Hebrew slave for you. I've been on the phone more than I have ever in the last 2 weeks, giving away free consultations, helping people with their dreams, helping people with their goals, helping people who have told me, Gene, I'm just flat out afraid. I'm fearful. Good. Listen, I fail, man. So many times. To the point where I wanted to give up. And sometimes I gave up for about 30 minutes. And then I said, you know, you can't give up. And I went to work. But I always knew I was going to be a multimillionaire. I always knew I was going to be wealthy. I always knew that God had a game plan for me that he wanted me to follow. And that's what I'm doing. I'm being obedient. So you can never say nobody reached out to you and then say, hey, look, I can help you. So I'm going to say it now. If you have not positioned yourself for what's about to happen financially, if you can't tap into the industries that's going to be booming over the next 90 days, then what I want you to do, guys, is I want you to text me, give me a call, whatever, 678-457-9493, 678-457-9493. And I want you to schedule, this is what you're doing. You could go to TWC University as well, TWC University as well. When you go there, my telephone number is there. If you read down below, you'll see a link there to say schedule a free 15-minute consult. You could do that. Or you could simply go in and put your email, telephone number. I think it's just name and email. And you can register, start getting the education that you need with TWC University. But guys, I want to help you. I want to help you because I was sitting down the other day and I remember when I was struggling years ago and I started crying. Tears was coming down my eyes. And my husband asked me, baby, why are you crying? What's wrong? I said, babe, we don't qualify for a stimulus. And I didn't say it because I wanted the stimulus. I said it because I felt good that we didn't. Isn't that powerful, Bruce?
Yes, it is.
That's what I was crying. I was excited because I said, we don't qualify. And I'm just happy to be able to go out there and help so many other single moms, single dads, husbands, wives, single women, single men, children, teenagers, college students, elderly, people over 60 that say, you know what, I got a dream, Gene. I got a dream, but I just don't know where to go from here. You know, I've been conditioned to believe that I got to focus on this one thing. And then this one thing, when this lockdown happened, I couldn't even count on that. They took it from me. I was forced to leave the job. Some of them gave us packages. Some of them didn't even give us no money, just sent us home and said, you know what, we closing down. A lot of people wasn't blessed to be able to work from home. And all I'm asking you is, what are you going to do about that going forward? You know, they said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Nothing's going to change until you change it. And if you're in a situation where you don't like where you are and you know that, hey, look, I got to do something different, I say congratulations. Then the next thing I'm going to say is what you're going to do. We got our information on the screen, twcuniversity.com. You go there, telephone number there, link there for you to schedule a free 15-minute consult. Let's get a game plan together. Does it cost money? Yes, everything costs money. It costs money for our time, our energy, our money, our know-how. Yes, it does. But we can formulate a game plan to help you to where money is not an issue. You know, as I wrap this show up, that one guy that I met, that I told you that I met, that said he had small ticket items, mid ticket items, large ticket items. He said something to me that I guess my soul just like my girlfriend used to say, my baby leaked. Made my baby leak. I'm not pregnant, but you know, that's a term. He said, money should be like air. You shouldn't have to even think about it. Money should be like air. You shouldn't have to think about it. You're not thinking about breathing right now unless your lungs infected or you came down with a case of the COVID-19 or some kind of craziness. You're not thinking about inhaling and exhaling. It's happening on its own. It's what they call voluntary. You don't have to control it. You only think about it if you get some kind of infection, some kind of disease, and now you're focused on it because it has been damaged. I too believe that money should be like air. You should not have to worry about it. There's so many different things, so many, especially with social media, with the way, God, what have you learned? I told you this show could go on for a long time, Bruce, because there's so much I want to talk about. What have you learned, for as what has this lockdown shared with you that you don't have to even go in the building? They lied to you and told you couldn't even do your job at home, but you did it at home. Uh-oh. You was able to do your job at home, and they told you before you couldn't do it, but then they was forced to show you that you could do it. So you could do your job at home. That it's not even necessary for you to even step into a building. You can talk, you can hold conferences, webinars, things of that on Zoom, on GoToMeetings, on GoToWebinar, whatever. You learn a different way of doing business. Did you not? Restaurants learned that they can do curbside and these folks learned, man, they can do curbside. They was like, Chick-fil-A ain't missing not one damn dime. McDonald's haven't. What's them people name? The chicken, Zaxby chicken ain't missed nothing. I'm seeing them, boy, packed around. Starbucks ain't missed nothing.
They always packed.
They was always packed. You drive by, it's packed. They didn't miss nothing during this lockdown.
Anything they got more,
man. Have you positioned yourself that if there ever is another lockdown, instead of you being the problem, will you be the solution? We gave money away during the lockdown, did we not, babe? We blessed families with money. We gave to our church. We gave to our minister. We gave during this lockdown. And I'm just so very grateful and thankful that we're able to help. Guys, look, that's about my time right there, man. It's just, I'm so very grateful and thankful. I'm just on fire. I'm excited about what's to happen. I'm so excited for those who've texted me just now. I got a couple of texts that said, Jean, I need to schedule a 15-minute consult. Congratulations. Guys, one thing I want to let you know, I'm a different kind of coach. Yeah, I'm a different kind. I'm not one to accept excuses, because excuses have gotten you where you are. God blessed me that all my mentors were men. They were hard as hell. They did not care that I was a female. Yeah, they let me cry about it and bitch and moan about what they were saying. But afterwards, they was like, you ready now? I'm like, yeah. And I thank God, because I did not know it was going to prepare me to do what we're doing now. Our goal, guys, is to impact 1 billion lives, to help people to live their best life, to help people to lower their taxes, get out of debt, create wealth, to help people walk into the divine authority, to help people to live the type of lifestyle they want to live. Yes, yes, yes. We have lost a lot of people doing this COVID-19. They're opening up the economy. I announced to you what they said, that restaurants and theaters on Monday, fitness centers, nail salons, barbershops, and hair salons on Friday. They're opening it up. Some people are afraid. Some people are just denying. You pray, you use your own judgment. I know what my husband and I are going to do. And we'll talk about that maybe on Thursday for the Jean Marlo Davis show at 7 p.m. But what I do want to say, I want to ask you, are you prepared for what's about to happen? Are you prepared? And if not, let's get you in a situation where you never have to worry about an economic stimulus again. Let's not, even when it comes to currency, that's a different story too, because money, cash is trash. And if you stuck with cash, that's your ass. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to talk about that. It's so, this thing go down the rabbit hole. So even with not even having all your money in one basket, you also got to make sure that you diversify with your money. And we got to talk about that, what you need to do with the diversification to make sure that if the green goes away, if America stopped believing in the dollar bill, what kind of currency do you have? Okay. And will you be able to make that? Because that, my friend, that's coming soon too. Listen, thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you go to twcuniversity.com. You've been listening to Money Madness with yours truly, Jean Marlo Davis. every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about how to make money, how to keep money, how to protect money, how to grow money. It's about your money. We want to make sure, guys, that we help you to have total prosperity in every area of your life. Also, make sure you join us every Thursday at 7 p.m. for the Marlo Davis Show. That is about information, inspiration to impact the nation. And we do get into mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, and relationship-wise. That's every Thursday at 7 p.m. It's the Marlo Davis Show. Guys, as I always say, in order to go where you want to go, see what you've never seen before, you got to be around people who's going to show it to you. We're going to show you how you can live the type of lifestyle you want to live. We're going to help you to grow your money, protect your money, keep your money. We're going to help you to scale your business up. If you don't have a business, you want a business or another stream of income, we're going to give you not just resources that we have, but other resources as well. We're going to make sure we create a win-win situation for you so you can protect your family and give your family the type of lifestyle they not only want, but they deserve. I want to say thank you so much. Please, guys, as they open up the economy, still practice social distancing. Be safe, not sorry. Get yourself together and make sure you understand in order for things to change, you got to be willing to change it. And hopefully you'll make that change today. Thank you so much for watching the Money Madness with Marlo Davis at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. Guys, go to twcuniversity.com, twcuniversity.com. Go there to subscribe, but go there to schedule your 15-minute consult. And guys, if you have any questions, you got the number there as well on the page. Make sure you go there. And if you're interested in learning how you can make six figures with Airbnb without owning one property, you want to go to freewealthcreatorscourse.com. That's freewealthcreators with an S.com. That's freewealthcreatorscourse.com. I think that's what it is. Is that what it is, Bruce? freewealthcreatorscourse.com. Go there so you can register for the free webinar so you can learn all about that. Guys, we give you so many resources, and we want to make sure you're there to get those resources. My name is Marlo Davis. I am a wealth creator. You're a wealth creator too. Remember, you can have, be, do anything. All it takes is one step. Will you make that step today? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you Thursday with the Marlo Davis Show at 7 p.m. God bless and take care. Peace.